What's going on, people? BCHQ discussion time, episode 71. Response to Johnny Gunz. Thank you, Johnny, for your questions. Topic: love something but bad at it and can't improve enough. So the questions: should you give up or keep trying to get better, even though it's not working and never will? Should you be committing so much of your time and effort into something that has a very high probability of not panning out? Kind of like playing the lottery, hoping to hit the jackpot. Um, Here's the thing. It depends on how much passion you've got for whatever it is that you're doing. Yes, it might not work out, but there's a chance that it will work out as well. And a lot of it is down to your mindset. Obviously, you need to take action physically and work hard, but if you've got the mental state right, that's gonna catapult you forward more than you can imagine. So I feel like if it's your passion, and even if it's a hobby, if you love it that much, you should never stop doing it, regardless of if you make money from it or get a career from it. If it's your passion, you should just do it for enjoyment and because you love doing it. So you've got, for example, you're trying to be a footballer, but no matter how much you practice, you're never as good as those you compete against. But you love football. Should you just see it as a hobby and try not to become a pro, even though it's your dream and you love it? I don't think you should set limitations to yourself. Uh, I've seen professional footballers that can't even control a ball, and it does make me question how they got there. And I think it's the same as in anything. If you've got the right connections and you know the right people, even if you're not the most highly skilled athlete or musician or whatever it is, if you have the right people and you know the right people, you can get your foot in somewhere and make a career from it. So I don't think that you should set yourself limitations and say, oh, I'm never going to make it pro, because you never know what you can do. So I'd say continue to do it as long as you love it, and don't have huge expectations. Just do it and appreciate what you are doing in that moment, and just appreciate that you're breathing and you're alive. Do you know what I mean? Like, people take so much for granted that sometimes you need to just take a moment out and realize what you've got in that moment and what you've already got in life, and not beat yourself up so much about it. Is it ever sensible to quit on a dream? After all, what if it did happen, or it just gave you so much meaning in your life? You only have one life to live. Well, this is exactly what I'm saying. Like, you have one life to live. Like, make the most of it. Don't. People are going to chat shit and trying to talk you out of chasing your dreams because they're not chasing theirs, and it makes them feel like shit because they see you going after yours. But you need to block them people out and just go for what you're doing, and just stay focused and work hard. So yeah, even if it's a hobby, like, put 100% into it, and you never know what can happen. Is it delusional behaviour? Aren't you overcommitting to a fantasy, possibly damaging relationships, ignoring opportunities? There are still dudes out here trying to make the NBA in their 30s. I don't think it's delusional at all. People are going to make you feel like that, but most of the people that do that are doing it because they've got huge insecurities about themselves and their own aspirations and goals and dreams. You're gonna you have relationships in life that come and go, some more difficult than others. You can't hold on to people that don't want the best for you. Obviously, some situations it's more difficult, like if it's family and that, but you can still have a certain amount of control of how much time you spend with them and let their energy affect your energy. As for the dudes trying to make the NBA in their 30s, I've got full respect for them. Like, I don't think age should play such a factor in everything nowadays. Like, even just a 9 to 5 job, like, people, they're not supposed to, but they do discriminate against age, and it shouldn't be a factor. So I would say to blokes out there that are trying to make the NBA in their 30s, keep at it, keep working hard, and see where you can get to. Extremely unlikely to happen, even though there are players playing at that age range. People say never stop dreaming, but at the same, could life be passing you by? Could you put your time and energy into something else that could provide a better life, possibly? Just because something's extremely unlikely to happen doesn't mean you should limit yourself and that it can't happen again. You can be the minority. You don't have to follow the crowd, and obviously not everyone does make it, but at least if you've put all the effort in, even if you don't make it, you can say that you give it your best shot, and you won't have regrets that way either. Could you put your time and energy into something else that could provide a better life, possibly? Yes, you could, but at the end of the day, you could be making more money, but you're not financially trained or educating yourself financially what to do with your money when you make it. So you could making huge amounts of money, but you don't know what you're doing with that money when you get it. You're just wasting it and spending it and not putting any away, not saving any. So in my case, I would chase my dream rather than going for a sensible job and just being comfortable, because unless you're financially wise and educating yourself and continually growing every day, you're not going to be as happy because you're not doing what your passion is, and that's going to carry all through your life. So I would say go for your dreams. Obviously, some people have to work to finance their dreams, which is fine, but don't give up on your dreams. Like, if that's what you want to do, put your money into your dreams. Don't put it into a Gucci bag. Don't buy a fucking Porsche if you want to educate yourself and go to seminars to educate yourself and continually grow. Just put your money into the right places. And that's it, guys. Thanks for your questions, Johnny. Very good questions. Episode 71. Continue to come with the comments and the questions, and I'll see you soon. You don't want to fuck with the real ones.